Herzlich willkommen zum Spiel Nummer 6. Es hätte eigentlich am ersten Tag stattfinden sollen zwischen den Damenmannschaften der USA und aus Frankreich. Ein Nachholgruppenspiel also. Welcome everybody to game number 6, which was scheduled for first day. Usually, but it had to be postponed because of the difficulties with venue number 2. It's the women's match between USA and France in Pool B. For the time being, teams have equal results in total. USA are 4th in the pool, and France 5th with 1 win each. They can both reach 3rd place. So we start introducing the teams. Beginning with France. Wir starten mit der Vorstellung der französischen Mannschaft. Avec numéro 4, number 4, Sandria Awad. Numéro 5, number 5, Uni Fall. Numéro 6, number 6, Grace Vandouya. Numéro 7, number 7, the team's captain, Agnès Glenn-Letala. Number 8, number 8, Lucie Nollet. Number 9, number 9, Fabienne Saint-Omer-Delpine. Number 10, number 10, Anne-Sophie Luther. Number 11, number 11, Marie Carlier. Number 12, number 12, Solène Thiermet. Number 13, number 13, Annabelle Picou-Alix. Number 14, number 14, Marianne Buzot. And with number 15, we work as Angélique Kemener-Pichon. The coaches are Lucas Delmarier, Frédéric Guyot, Anthony Joubert. And for Team USA, we got with number 1, Alejandra Ibanez. Number 7, Josie Aslaxon. With number 10, team's captain, Morgan Wood. With number 13, Riley Youngberg. Number 15, Rose Holloman. With number 21, Caitlin Eaton. 23, Abigail Duncan. Number 24, Lindsay Zobro. With number 34, Emily Oberst. Number 25, Shelby Gross. And with number 43, Bailey Moody. Coaches, Lawrence Johnson, Adam Kramer, Amy Spangler. The officials for this match. From Spain, Clara Vaquero. From Canada, Sebastian Gauthier. And from the Netherlands, Richard Walst. The commissioner is Jack Timms from Great Britain. And now please rise everybody for the moment as possible for the national anthems. Bitte heben Sie sich, wenn möglich, von Ihren Plätzen für die Nationalhymne. Wir starten mit Frankreich. Thank you, merci.
Bella France.
All right, my name is Vanessa Erskine. I am here with Mark Ramirez.
Romero?
Romero, sorry.
Jesus, Romero.
And you are tuning into the USA-France women's game here. This is the game that was originally set for day one, postponed due to venue 2 being under construction still. Currently, both teams 1 and 2 for the tournament. This is going to be the deciding factor for Pool B on the women's side, who will be in 3rd and 4th seed.
The French roster.
Yeah, and so the starting lineups for each team.
Hello.
One moment. Are currently not updated yet into the system. But what you should expect out of this team right now, the USA coming in a little cold shooting-wise. Obviously, their youth showing just a little bit. However, Morgan Wood has been a star player for them. As you see her warming up there in the middle, that is her shot. The French team, I think, hungry, looking for another win. They currently have had a loss to Germany and China, same as USA.
And who did France beat?
France has beat Argentina.
There you go.
And yeah, definitely looking for another win here against USA.
Neither of these teams have beaten a bigger, better team, and this is the chance for them to get back into the top seed rather than the bottom bracket. And you know, the USA women haven't found themselves in this position for a few Worlds and Paralympics.
No, the lowest finish so far by the USA women at a World Championships is 4th place. So a little bit of a different situation for them. I think their main target right now is Tokyo 2020. However, obviously a World Championships is a big stage competition.
But what do you think they have to do to get back in it? You know, you're on the team and you've seen them play. What do you think the USA team has to do here?
What they really need to start doing is using Rose Hollerman a little bit more effectively. She's a big 3-5 for them. She's a big offensive threat, defensive threat. She is by far kind of their overall all-around player. Morgan Wood in the middle, they need to keep her there. That is her shot, 100%. And I would like to see Abigail Duncan back on the court. She did not get a ton of playing time yesterday, as we saw against China, and I think she's an incredible shooter, incredibly effective from the 45, and definitely.
Go ahead.
But when she gets hot, she does draw the defense out, and that's going to create some pick and roll situations for somebody like Lindsay Zerbrug or Ali Ibanez.
So we shall see. I'll be on the France call, and the starting 5 for France. Why don't we go over those? Reinforce
Currently
them.
not into the system yet.
Not in the system yet.
As you can see, the refs at the table.
We'll see them on the court in a moment, though. We're just 20 seconds away from tip-off now. The French, like you say, they have this wild style and are all over the place sometimes, but can be very good and have some veterans on the team as well as some scorers.
Yeah, so you are going to be seeing the same starting 5 from yesterday against China, taking the court for the USA women. This is a 12.5-point starting lineup. You have number 15, Rose Hollerman, number 24, Lindsay Zerbrug, number 1, Ali Ibanez, number 10, Morgan Wood, and number 7, Josie Aslaskin.
And there we see who the women are setting out with Van Bula, with
Bousseau, with number 8, Nolette, number 5, Fall, as well as number 4, Awad for France.
Okay, we'll get to know them well as they play the USA, looking for their second victory and to move on into a higher bracket. This could be a springboard for the USA women if they could win. And it's going to be a great game. France, no pushover at all.
Here we go.
There's Rose Hollerman trying for the tip.
That is going to be called USA ball.
Try to get to know all these French ladies well.
Wood with the inbound to Zerbrug. Finding Hollerman behind the screen. Not able to get it to fall.
Van Bula with the rebound. Van Bula. And there's 14 Busso with the shot. The first one doesn't drop for the French.
Something I think that the USA will be able to do effectively is not allow the French into the key very easily. And I think that's going to force France to take some outside shots, and France isn't known to exactly be an outside shooting team. USA has a little bit more strength from the outside, as you can see there with Lindsay Zerbrugg getting the first 2 points of the game. Currently at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater.
Busso over to Nolette. Van Bula. Over to Busso for the shot that doesn't fall. 2-0 game, USA with the first bucket. Getting the USA chant going here.
Shot from Morgan Wood in the middle, something she should continue to take. It's still early in the game, and that is a shot that once she finds her rhythm, she cannot miss. Inbound baseline for France.
Sure, the French coaches have been studying the Americans, just like the Americans have been studying the French for this last round 1 game.
Definitely. This is a team that was expected to face off the first game of the tournament against each other. Now they've had 3 games to kind of settle into the atmosphere and get some experience and learn the other team a little bit more.
And they're both a little bit disappointed with their performances so far, but have learned while playing what they got to do to win at this level.
France, an incredibly developing program right now. Women's team has been only getting better and better through these years. As you can see, a lot of young players on their roster as well. Swings to Zerbrugg, Rose with the cut, not able to get the pass off in time.
French not giving them anything easy here in the early going.
That's going to be a foul called on number 6, Van Bula.
First person ist Foul Nummer 6 Frankreich.
Describe the traveling for the folks of what might have just happened there.
So a traveling call is when a player takes more than 2 pushes and does not dribble, pass, or shoot the ball. You are only allowed to push your chair twice, whether that's once with your right hand, once with your left hand, once with only one hand, once with both hands, forwards, backwards, doesn't matter. Push your chair 2 times before you have to pass, shoot, or dribble.
One that you don't see too much because these ladies are aware of it, just like traveling with your legs. But it happened there, and the U.S. has the ball back, though, as France continues to miss.
USA going to need to remain composed with this France defense, putting a lot of pressure there on the ball, making sure to get off good passes. Nice swing there. Back to Zlaskin, back to Ibanez. She gets the shot off before the shot clock violation. Offensive rebound. USA gets a new 14.
They do indeed. They take advantage of it.
Shot there by Zerbrugg. Just a little long. Had a little bit of chair contact there, but no foul called.
Both of these teams a little tight to begin the game, knowing how important it is.
France kind of running a train right here, as you can see. They all came down in one line and then branched off. A little bit of a different style attack than we've usually seen.
There's a French shot that, once again, an air ball.
Finding Wood, finding Ibanez, not able to get it to fall. That is going to be USA ball.
Looked like it went. No, it's the French. It looked like it went off
French
the French
ball, sorry. Yeah.
It did look like it went off the French chair, but it must have been off the U.S.
And here's this attack style again. Very interesting. Not something I've usually seen from any team.
I like it. See what they can do with the ball and the shot. Another bad shot there.
Off the side of the backboard. USA being able to attack with numbers right now. Back to Hollerman. Great job by France stopping Hollerman. Not fouling Zerbrug, but giving her a lot of pressure. Ali Ibanez under the basket. Kicks the ball out. Rose Hollerman able to get it. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Finds Hollerman. Dump down to Zerbrug. And it's good.
Just before the clock.
Great composure there as the clock goes down.
Vambula and the ladies bring it up.
Zerbrug also a very young player, as is this whole roster. I believe she's only 20 years old.
I guess that formation gives the French speed coming up the court, and they all veer off, and it's got its advantage. But there's number 8 for the French. Great pass, but the tough shot for Nolette there. Couldn't quite pull it off right underneath the net.
Zerbrug looking for an outlet. France still without any points on the board right now. Another nice shot there by Zerbrug.
Looks like we got a timeout. France. Don't like what they're seeing.
Definitely not.
But the Americans do.
Yeah. Already a little over 5 minutes into the first quarter. France still with no points on the board, but only holding to USA to 6 points. So that's not entirely terrible on their defensive end. They just aren't getting the ball in the hole offensively. I think their coach is going over a little bit more offense, exactly what he wants to be seeing set up. They're having good patience and getting good looks. We've seen a couple of great pick and rolls, just not getting the layup to fall.
See some of the U.S. coaches with their red, white, and blue socks on today. Bring a little good luck to the team.
Currently no player except Zerbrug with any points. She is 3 of 5, Wood 0 of 1, Ibanez 0 of 3, Hollerman 0 of 1.
They did play China much better with this starting lineup yesterday until the second half.
Yeah, we saw
and they're
China
playing
really,
good so far.
China really pulled away there in the second half.
Vambula with the ball. Over to Fall.
Shot clock countdown, 3 seconds.
She takes the long shot because she had to.
Offensive rebound for France.
France gets it. That's Bousseau, number 14. And number 8 is Nolette.
Two seconds left, and it's short. Not quite able to get it there. Hollerman racing down the court, able to break down the France defense on her own there. Also giving time for Bousseau to be able to match up with her.
Well, the French are concentrating on defense and playing good defense, if not offense. And now they have the ball to try and score some points themselves. Fall with the ball. Vambula over to Nolette. Bousseau sees the shot and hits.
That's going to be the first 2 points for France.
That was a good sequence there for them. Nice ball movement and a nice shot.
Zerbrug swings over to Hollerman. Hollerman back to Wood. Back to Zerbrug. Long pass finds Hollerman. Hollerman baseline.
He misses, and the French are there for the rebound.
Hasn't quite been able to find her rhythm yet this tournament.
Bambula leading the way over to Nolette. Bousseau. Bousseau to Nolette. And Bambula, they're still being kept on the perimeter themselves on the outside. And Bambula gets the shot, but it's off the back of the rim.
France applying some pressure. Going to need to be careful with Hollerman's speed.
Still playing good defense, France. Not going to let this one get out of hand early. And there's good defense there, bad pass.
Zerbrugge trying to run that pick and roll to Banyas, but Banyas not being able to hit that
Got a little break
gap.
to Bambula, who loves those fast breaks. She is fast. Got those long arms. There's number 4, Awad with the ball. Bambula has got the long shot, which isn't her forte, but that one was.
Good.
Tough angle there, nothing but net. 45-degree angle.
Zerbrugge swings over to Hollerman. And that is Hollerman's first 2 points of this game. USA needs to
get some points out of her.
Yeah,
today.
Definitely.
Step it up. And there's Nolette with the ball. Bambula.
Player down will be France inbound from the sideline.
As she gets pushed back up to the floor. Awad there, number 4, a 1.0 on the court. Nolette's a 2.0. Falls a 2.5. And that one was Bousseau, who's a 4.5. Shooting the ball and missing.
France pressuring USA.
And to complete the court, that's Venbula, who's a 4.0.
Hollerman coming down on the right side. Trying to find the mismatch there. Dumps it down to Zerbrugge. Foul called, basket doesn't go in. She's going to be sent to the line for 2 points, or 2 shots.
So we still only have 12.5 on the floor. Why don't you go over the points that are on the floor for the ladies right now?
So in wheelchair basketball, you have the classification system, and that is based upon your level of disability, the function that you have. The higher functioning players, such as your below the knee amputees and knee injuries and things like this, are going to be usually class 4.0 or 4.5 players. Your higher level spinal cord injuries or players that maybe are missing multiple fingers or arms or something like this, lower functioning disabilities are going to be lower classification. So starting at 1.0, it goes from 1.0 to 4.5 by half-point increments. And it just depends on the function that you have individually as a person.
Yep.
And total, you add all of these points together, and you're not allowed to play with more than 14 on the court.
But you say it's pretty rare that the Americans playing with 12.5 now, just the way that their players mix up right now. They're giving away some points there.
Yeah, it's really interesting just because they are currently only playing with 12.5 points, and they definitely have players on the bench that are very good players. You're seeing former USA Paralympian, she was in the 2016 Rio Paralympic Games, Abby Duncan, a phenomenal shooter there on the bench in the blue t-shirt. You also have number 21, Kaylin Eaton, who's a really quick 1.5, as well as a great finisher from inside. She's currently on the bench as well.
And the French make the bucket, bringing it to 9-5 early. But late in the first quarter, a low-scoring first quarter, we're seeing the defenses maybe taking over more than the offenses right now.
Yeah, currently neither team in double digits.
It's going to be a rare first quarter if neither gets to double digits in the first quarter. A look might happen, but can't get that basket to drop.
Hollerman charging in for the offensive rebound, not able to get it. Zerbrugge gets a hand on the ball. That's going to be called France ball.
The ball bounces slowly out of bounds, tantalizing.
USA applying a full court pressure here with only 7 seconds left on the game clock. France is going to have 5 seconds to get the ball inbounded.
Going to be a low first scoring quarter, indeed. See if the French can get one last shot
2
off.
seconds.
Doesn't look like it. That's bad clock management there. And the Americans will take it.
That's going to send us into the second quarter. Only 9-5 for USA. Currently no substitutions, no players in foul trouble. You only have France with 2 fouls, number 6, Wbwc, and number 8, Nolets, each with 1 personal foul, and number 15 on USA, Hollerman with 1 personal foul. USA currently shooting 28% from the field, France at 15%. Little bit interesting, very, very low scoring game. Very low shooting percentages that we're seeing here. Something a little uncharacteristic is seeing Hollerman once again struggling to find her rhythm just a little bit, but also only shooting 3 times. It's a little, unusual. She should be a key factor for this USA team. She's a 2-time Paralympian and has the most experience out of anyone on this court. And teams are going to focus more on her because of her experience and her ability to do basically everything. But just not getting many shots off of her, and that's something that the USA really should try to capitalize on, especially using her as that slasher that she can be.
Well, the Americans are going to have to find a way to get inside. French seem to be concentrating on defense right now, and that's why it's such a low-scoring game. Haven't really seen any uncontested layups and easy shots.
No, not a lot of turnovers either, though.
And that's, I think, part of the French strategy.
Here you can see the interesting French attacking style. They're coming down in one line and then breaking off. I think the idea of that is to try and confuse the defense a little bit, not allowing them to exactly know which way each player is going to go.
Or who to pick up sometimes. All right, we've got some new players in the game for the Americans. I think there's one at least. I see a 43 out there. Bailey Moody. Oh, is that who we got?
I'm unable to see the court right now. This monitor's in the way.
They're showing the replay.
Yeah, number 43, Bailey Moody, has now made her way onto the court. She is currently one of the youngest on this roster.
Okay, U.S. mixing it up a little bit, getting some youth in there. French continue play very defensively, not wanting to see anybody get loose for an easy bucket. Making them shoot from the outside. And that's what they're going to have to do. The Americans is going to have to hit from the outside. And they have the lead 11-5. As the French take it up with Fall with the ball over to Wbwc. And that's number 15, Angelique Kemener Pichon.
She was wanting the foul call on that one, but no foul called.
We'll go with Angelique for her. Number 15 on the French.
Zerbrug with the shot, and it's good.
Zerbrug, they need her just like she was hitting against the Chinese yesterday.
Yeah, she is a great shooter and a player that has developed very, very quickly in a short amount of time.
Wbwc to Angelique. Angelique sees the shot. Just misses off the rim. But Fall gets the ball. And 7. Etevard, Glemp Etevard. Almost gets the rebound, but it's going to be an over and back, I think.
No, saying
No.
USA tipped the ball. It's going to go under her
USA
chair.
touched the ball.
Doing a good job
nice
not
little
allowing
spin
Hollerman.
around there.
6 seconds left on the shot clock, though.
This clock still kept going. French drive to the ball, don't hit the rim, but US has the ball anyways. On the rebound, Hollerman with the ball.
France extending a little bit of a soft pressure here. Like we said earlier, not allowing USA really to get into the paint. Remaining good chair position here, as you can see, with those dives.
USA cross court. Just before the clock, but doesn't roll.
USA using the full 24 there.
Angelique takes the shot, but doesn't fall. USA
back to Hollerman.
trying to get double-digit lead here.
Finds Ibanez. Nice recovery by France.
Now it's Van Bulo's turn. Get the ball over half court first. Set up for the shot. Over to Glemp Edevard. She misses.
France going to need to find an outside shooter here if they want to maintain some points in this game. Hollerman for 3. Off the front of the rim.
This is Van Bulo here in her speed.
Hollerman being able to chase her down.
Yeah, and she kind of gave her that one. I thought Van Bulo was going to go a little faster on that one.
Hollerman is an incredibly fast player.
She did
Very
come back
aggressive
quickly.
as well.
Probably nobody else would have caught her except Hollerman.
USA bringing in some substitutions. Here you see number 23, Abigail Duncan, coming onto the court, as well as number 21, Caitlin Eaton, and number 35, Shelby Gruss.
Both teams still stronger on defense than offense. Keeping the game somewhat close. Very low scoring. Not much.
5 seconds left on the shot clock. Duncan.
Air ball, and that's not going to cut it.
That is going to be a shot clock violation by USA.
So France once again will bring the ball up with their single file.
Van Bulo trying to go
What
for the
was
drive
that?
there.
Nice little pass. It looked like she had lost control of it, but it was actually a nice pass that couldn't be controlled.
That is going to end up being called an offensive foul on number 7 of France, Clempit Tavard.
Well, hopefully my pronunciations have gotten better throughout the week. How about yours, Vanessa? After we've been corrected many times.
I'm lucky to where I've been able to play against a few of these players.
That too.
Swing back over to Duncan. Duncan
Nice.
down to
There's
Eaton.
what they wanted, and French finally had a lapse in defense there. Let her slip by. The new player. Who was that?
That is Caitlin Eaton, number 21. She's the 1-5 I was talking about. That is a great finisher there
Those
under
ones
the
and
basket.
1-5s can be sneaky because sometimes they don't get paid attention to as much.
And she's incredibly quick.
Yep.
That is going to be a timeout called by France. 5 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Score only 15-5 for USA.
Well, coach has to be pleased with the 5 points up there. Or U.S. coach has to be pleased with the only 5 points up there for France. They really haven't had much. U.S. ladies have shut them down while finding some of their own rhythm on offense.
Yeah, and
Not a ton.
This is an important game. It's going to be kind of deciding who comes in 3 and 4 for crossovers heading into the quarterfinals for the women's bracket.
That's probably why USA's being a little bit conservative with when they have the ball and not worrying too much about offense as much as defense, because they know they should be the better team and they should not lose this game. Cannot lose this game.
And it's very interesting on the other bracket. The other bracket is much stronger. It currently has the Netherlands, GB, Australia, Canada, Brazil, Spain.
Yeah.
Some very, very strong teams over there. And yeah, number 4 seed of this bracket looks like they might be crossing into the Netherlands women, and they are kind of like a train right now. They cannot be stopped.
And USA with their own single file. Look at that. They said, let's go up ourselves. It's like pool break or something.
Yeah, very interesting by both teams. Something you don't see very often.
And there's Angelique. Hasn't hit a shot yet. They're going to need her to start heating up if the French want to get back in this. When Bulo's come out of the game right now. And we've got 13 in there for the French. Annabelle Picu Alexi. We're going to go with Annabelle for number 13 for the French.
That is going to be called an offensive foul on the French. Foul on number 15. That is going to be her first personal foul. Basket is going to count. Well, she will be sent to the line.
Two nice strokes for Abby there. And US goes up by 12. 13 with the three-pointer. Three-point play. Angelique.
Hollerman applying a little bit of a one-person pressure here.
Edevard back to Angelique. Sees it inside. There's a nice dish, but can't get it to drop. Once again, that was 14. Bousseau.
Eaton with the back pick. Duncan bringing the ball up.
A lot of French ladies are 0 for out there on the court with 5 points only on the board.
Duncan with a shot from the 45 doesn't fall.
A lot of that's due to the U.S. defense. But poor shooting is killing them.
Yeah, definitely. As you said, the French not
they
being able to get
have to take another
those.
outside, and that's not a good shot either, but...
Currently only 9%.
Yep. They've had their chances.
Swings to Hollerman.
Inside, good defense there by the French, coming back.
Tries to find Moody, not able to. Five seconds left on the shot clock.
13 takes the rebound. That's Annabelle. See if she can get into the flow with the French. Get something happening for them. They're stuck on 5 points here with coming close to the 2-minute mark of the first half.
Wanting the ball.
And there she has it. She's got the height advantage, but does she have the shot? No.
Just a little flat and off the front of the rim there. That is going to send Hollerman to the line for one free throw. Basket is good. Substitutions coming in for USA. Number 43, Moody coming out. Number 34, Emily Oberst coming in.
There you see how most of the ladies and most of the men and everybody shoots the foul shots with their front wheels. Can be over the line, but not the back wheels.
Nice shot there by Hollerman. France is going to keep Abby Duncan out.
France has got to get some mix-up and some penetration for some better shots, but not on this one. And that was a good shot there. They gave her a little bit of room. She created some room.
That is going to be France's first 2 points for the quarter.
Make it to 7 with number 7. No, Glemp Ettevard.
Cross in the middle. Not able to get the friendly roll there.
Quick shot by the Americans gives the French the ball back. Angelique, top, the corner, side, 45 degree, but they get the roll. That's Bousseau, back to Angelique. Back to Bousseau. There's another shot for the French. And they cut it to 21-9.
Subs checking into the table for USA.
USA chant going again.
Less than a minute to go in the second quarter, sorry.
Nice, Abby's found her stroke. And that's bad news for the French.
But that's great news for USA, as we saw. No one else really being able to get points on the board these past couple days except Morgan Wood, and now Abby Duncan being able to get those points out there. Three-point attempt there by France, and it's not good. Duncan coming away with the rebounds.
France has got to work on its twos before it works on its threes, I think.
5 seconds left on the game clock. Duncan Wood getting one last shot off. It doesn't go in. That's going to send us into halftime. 23-29 for USA. We'll be back in about 13 minutes to lead you into the second half.
Sounds good.
After the first half, USA in the lead, 23-9. Visitors in the man, 23-2.
All right, and we are back for the second half of the USA versus France women's game here in Venue 1. This is the game that was set for day 1 of the competition, however postponed due to the floor issues in Venue 2. So far, the score is 23-9 for USA. USA currently shooting at 33% from the field, 0 of 1 from the three-point line, as well as 75% for free throws. Hollerman currently with their leading scorer with 10 points, Zerbrook with 9, Duncan and Eaton each with 2. And then for the France women, they're currently shooting 14%, 0 of 1 from the three-point line, 50% for free throws, 1 of 2. They currently have 2 turnovers, and their lead scorer is going to be Bousseau with 5, and then Bambula with 2, and Glimt Edvard with 2.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see more. I was expecting to see more from Vembulo after what I'd seen her do earlier. But the Americans have been clamping down on defense. I think they've been focusing on that.
Yeah, and that's something that I definitely expect from the USA team, is not allowing a lot of cuts. I think they're sticking to their little box zone defense that they have, gonna force the outside shots from the French team. I think the only way the French team will be getting those like big layup in the paint opportunities is if there's some type of bad turnover by USA and France is able to attack with some sort of advantage.
All right, USA inbounds the ball, and with the ball, second half, 14-point lead.
Seeing a little bit of a different lineup here than they started the game with.
Hope we haven't lost the scoreboard again. There it is, just as I mentioned it. And that's Bousseau with the first bucket for the French.
Kicking off the second half.
They'll need a lot more of that.
Hollerman for another 2. I think France would really benefit from being able to pick up the pace of this game a little bit, but doing so, they give Hollerman a lot of opportunity to try and break away for those fast breaks.
Yeah, USA content to trade baskets, but they do have their own scoring punch.
That is going to be a foul on number 24, Lindsay Zerbrook, her first personal foul.
At the line is Glimt Edvard. Can't get either of them to drop.
It will be USA ball. Hollerman with the inbound to Wood. Swinging to Duncan. Zerbrook trying to set that seal for Hollerman, doesn't fit. Vembula getting a hand on the ball, able to recover. Great control there by Vembula.
She spins, sees a lady in front of her. That's number 13, off of the rim for Annabelle.
Zerbrook and Duncan trying to run the pick and roll there. Shot clock running down, 4 seconds, dips it down to Duncan. Duncan for those 2 points.
France over to Vambula. She can't hit from the outside.
Gonna pressure the ball. USA needing to get it over half court. That is going to be an 8-second violation on USA.
They called that one a split second before it happened.
8 seconds violation.
You were sensing it, the new young player that you are. Gonna call you an old player.
Not quite old, 24.
No, but you learn the rules real quick and you don't forget them.
A little surprised there, though. USA not really being aware of the clock, and yeah, France didn't have great pressure there. They just didn't hustle it up over half court. Busso being able to get a hand on the ball.
US brings it back up. Up
a lot
by
of pressure on
16.
Hollerman. Hollerman getting the baseline drive, and it's good. That's going to be a foul on number 21, Kaylin Eaton. She agrees. Her first personal foul.
USA not fouling too much, not too much in foul trouble at all. Only the third foul of the game. One foul on 3 different players. And France will just take it side out.
Yeah, Hollerman and Zerbrook both with 1 foul, as well as Eaton now.
Playing great defense without having to foul.
Something that these players are going to be able to do is play really fundamentally. That's where you see the fouls not exactly being called. They have a great chair position, great chair skills, something that's being developed a lot in the collegiate programs where most of these players currently are, some coming into and some currently just leaving.
Count it.
Busso being sent to the line for a free throw.
That's Busso with some of her first points. She's had, what has she had so far?
Let me pull it up. Busso currently has 9 points.
I knew she had some. Which is actually a good percentage.
Able to get the offensive rebound, though. And an additional 2. That's even better than a free throw.
So Busso's got 11 of the 15 French points. If my calculations are correct. And France has cut the lead to 14.
Duncan there on the baseline, and it's good. France trying to attack inside a little bit more. Strong off the backboard. Hollerman coming away with the rebound, kicks it out to Wood.
Nice block there, but she's going to get called. She didn't have the position. That's Angelique. No, Busso.
That is going to be her first personal foul, team second foul. Substitutions coming back in for USA. Ali Ibanez coming in for Abigail Duncan.
Nice defense there, but she got the arm at the last minute. Last touch. Busso gets called for the foul.
Hollerman being sent to the line.
The French with a few more fouls than the Americans. I think they have about 8 total in the game, maybe 9 or 10. Not in foul trouble yet this quarter, though. Only the second foul this quarter. One to 2.
I believe that was 2-2.
2-2. No, you're correct.
Duncan coming back in for Ibanez. Pass a little high. Busso able to bring it in. Heavily contested there by Hollerman. The French applying some pressure. USA needing to be able to get it over. Able to do so to Zerbrook just in time. Finding Hollerman under the basket.
She had the height advantage on that one. Wasn't gonna miss.
Timeout, France.
There's going to be a timeout taken by France.
French have to do something. Stay in this game. Hasn't happened thus far, and the lead is up to 20.
Yeah, so far the French had a really, really rough start, as we saw, not getting any points on the board until about just under 5 minutes into the game. And yeah, USA winning the first quarter 9-5, second quarter 14-4, and now currently 10-6 here in the third. 4 minutes, 54 seconds left. Score is 33-15 for USA.
Hasn't changed much, and the U.S. ladies got on top and are just going to kind of play to that level.
Correction, 35-15 for USA.
Of what they need to do to win this game.
Hollerman currently the leading scorer for USA with 18 points. That's something I've been expecting a little more out of this tournament. It's good to see her, starting to find her rhythm. They definitely will need it with crossovers, no matter who they cross over against. It's looking to be potentially GB, Canada, or Australia, and probably more so GB and Canada. These are two teams that are very difficult. USA has seen quite a bit of Canada, knows how they're going to play, but like last year in the America's Cup final, Canada able to beat USA by about 30 points. So a very incredibly difficult team.
Looks like they like what they see with Bailey Moody, leaving her in the game. And that's the 5 ladies out there. 4 ladies that started, and Bailey Moody, I believe. Something like that.
Yeah, so very interesting. You've actually taken Hollerman out off the court.
Well, they got a big lead. You
currently have both former U.S. Paralympians off the court right now. Very young team here. Bailey Moody, Josie Aslaskin, Ali Ibanez, Lindsay Zerbrug, and Morgan Wood. Morgan Wood as the experience here on the court. She's been around the program for quite a while.
Well, they're playing a French team that's not the best, possibly, that they've had.
But very interesting tactic to only really leave one leader on the court, or one veteran here.
Yep. Americans going to need all their guns and all their weapons as they get to the next rounds and play as a team. They've had an awesome defensive effort here, and offense is starting to kick in.
Finds Ibanez, doesn't go in. Buso with the rebounds. Fast break for Van Bula.
There's a lapse, but they got back and not going to let Van Bula have that easy one.
That is what she wants, those fast break layups. That is what she is known for.
A better pass would have done it. She had to come back for the ball.
And that is Josie Aslaskin's second personal foul. Fifth team foul, so it sends Van Bula to the line.
Grace Van Bula.
Seeing 2 more substitutions come on. Riley Youngdahl and Kaylin Eaton.
One of the longest ponytails you'll see out there with Van Bula.
USA currently playing once again with only 12.5 points on the court.
And she brings them within 18. They haven't had to just rely on Morgan Wood this game, which is good to see.
Ball not falling in for Riley Youngdahl.
Riley Youngdahl from Colorado getting some action. Another youngster on the team, only 18 years old. And U.S. is feeling good about this game now, as France continues to miss shots. There's Riley, number 13, with the white headband on. And Morgan Wood, see if she can find her stroke here. Just off the back of the rim from the 45-degree shot. And who do we have with the ball here? That's number 12, another new player, Solène Thermel. Thermel gives it to Van Bula. She puts it inside. There's a nice combination, but again, the French can't finish with the new lady in there.
She's another up-and-coming player for France, very developmental. I just heard that she's actually going to be coming here and playing in Germany next season.
Solène Thermel?
Yes.
Okay. But she's just getting her first action here in this one, which has gotten out of hand for the French because they haven't been able to hit shots. Well, the American ladies have.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
There's Van Bula trying to swish one, but cannot. Thermel gets the rebound. At Tavard, back to Van Bula.
5 seconds left on the shot clock.
Gonna have to shoot it here. There's Edvard with the shot. Off of the glass, but little hard. Abby hits the ground.
No, that is going to be Bailey Moody, number 43.
Oh, yeah.
Substitution USA.
USA bringing Ali Ibanez back onto the court. She will currently be going to the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, where she will learn and develop under head coach Stephanie Wheeler, former USA women's team player, as well as former USA women's team head coach for that 2016 Rio Paralympic team in the 4 years prior.
Wood doesn't have to shoot this game, so she dishes off. USA with the big lead, approaching the end of the third quarter. Still got a minute left in the third. That one's in and out. Thermel brings the ball up. You can see she's got some skills, she's got some height. For the future is what France is looking at this point, because the present is not quite where they want to be.
Turnover there by France, straight into the hands of Zerbrug. Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
Little miscue there.
Ali Ibanez coming to the floor.
France brings it up again. Nearing the end of the third quarter. Down by 18. Van Bula trying to get some kind of offensive rhythm going. Nice dish there.
And it's in.
Get it. Nolet gets the two-pointer with a nice drive and a nice feed from Van Bula. US brings it back.
Trying to run the two-man games. Zerbrug with the outside shot, and it's good. Zerbrug currently with 11 points for USA.
Takes the last shot, and France does not make the last shot, and third quarter ends the same way the second quarter ended, with the US ladies hitting more shots than the French. And coming together as a team, getting some new players in there. It's good to see.
Yeah, so at the end of the third quarter, USA is currently shooting 36%, France only 15%. USA from the free throw line is currently 83%, 5 of 6. Hollerman 4 of 4. Zerbrug 1 of 2. Turnover-wise, USA doing a pretty good job of taking care of the ball. 5 turnovers as of right now. And for France, they only have 2. So France doing a little bit better job taking care of the ball than USA there. We saw USA with an 8-second backcourt violation, which France did not have. France currently only 42% from the free throw line, 3 of 7. Busso with 1 of 3, and Van Bula with 2 of 2.
Did you say France's shooting percentage yet?
Yeah, it's 17.
17%.
Yeah, currently only at 17%, 8 of 46 attempts. So they actually have more attempts as well than USA. USA only with 42 attempts, or 42 offensive possessions so far. Biggest scoring lead that the USA has had is 10 points. and they have maintained the lead for this entire game as of right now, as well as doing a great job of keeping France outside of the paint. France only being able to convert 4 points from inside the key, as USA has had 12.
Well, the USA's got to have like probably an A for defense and maybe a B or B- for offense, somewhere around there.
With that last lineup that was on the court to end the third quarter, it was pretty interesting as well, because you saw a lot of young players there, so it was interesting to see how the communication changes when you take off some of those veterans.
Yep.
As you can see, Hollerman back on the court now.
And they get another rebound with another French miss.
USA have a player down currently. She's back up though. Swings to Hollerman. That is going to be an offensive call on number 1, Ali Ibanez.
Away from the ball. Coach is keeping them in line.
Her first personal foul, team's first foul of this quarter.
Ref's keeping them in line. Venbula with the ball. She's got a shot off the glass, a little hard.
Nice pick set by Bailey Moody. France able to recover. That is going to be a foul on number 8 of France. Nolette. That is her second personal foul. Zerbrook with the outside shot, and it's good.
Zerbrook's looked very good this game as well.
That's going to be her 13th point. USA currently with 2 players in double digits. Turnover by, no, the USA trying to run the pick and roll there on that side.
Hollerman using some clock here.
Moody trying to find her balance, not able to get the shot off, and Bula with the hand on the ball.
And Bula brings it up. Try to get off a good shot. As the player goes down, they'll have to call it side out as the player goes down in front of the play.
Timeout for USA. France is going to come pick their player up as she can come into the timeout now as well.
And that's opportunity for a timeout. We'll take a break here and come back with the end of the call, with the fourth quarter.
We are back. That's an inbound for France.
We are back for the last 8 minutes of this one. There's the youngster in there for France and for their future. With the shot, just doesn't fall.
Youngdale with the rebound, kicks out to Hollerman.
US is going to leave some of its younger players in there.
As you can see, they've had a substitution, though. Oberst in for Moody. Oberst with the offensive rebound there.
There's Oberst. Almost got her first bucket. She's happy to see some playing time as well.
Yeah, something that's a little different is that the U.S. has used their full roster right now, their full 11-man roster.
Well, they finally got to. They finally played a team that wasn't quite up to the level.
Yeah, yesterday we didn't see any substitutions until about the end of the third quarter, I believe.
And Rose Holloman's going to take advantage as well. Use some clock first. Nice dish there.
And it's good for Zerbrug.
US is going to play this one right to the end and see if they can take the momentum into their next game, which will definitely be tougher, no matter how you slice it, no matter who they get.
I believe they will have one more pool play game against Argentina.
Yep. Oh, they have one more?
Yes.
That's right. There's six teams in each pool, 2 pools of 6.
Zerbrug with the hands, able to come away with the steal. Hollerman on the fast break. France able to recover. Great speed there.
Nice move there. And
nice drive by Ali Ibanez. That was a nice play by the USA women's team.
France calling a timeout just to keep things somewhat reasonable. But I don't think it's going to help.
Ali Ibanez's first 2 points for this game.
There you see the U.S. coach feeling better about what he sees today.
I think right now he really wants the team focusing on some fundamentals. He has a good feeling that they're obviously going to come away with this win, so really wants to make sure they're sound fundamentally, fine-tune some things that they'll need to work on for these crossovers. You can definitely see that happen again when they face Argentina. Substitutions once again for the USA team.
That'll be their last pool play against Argentina?
Yes.
How do you think they shape up against that matchup?
I think that the U.S. team will have a little bit more speed as well as a little bit more experience and a little bit more accurate shooters than Argentina.
Maybe not as easy as this France game, but shouldn't be too tough to win.
I would say it would be about comparable. The French team has beat Argentina as well,
yep,
I believe, and let me just double check that just in case. Yeah, the French team has beaten Argentina by 11 points, so I think it'll be about equal as what you're seeing
Same
here.
as what we've seen here, but it'll be totally different. Same and totally different at the same time. Okay, Rose Holloman still in there, leading the charge for the USA. Over to Wood. Their 2 big ladies are still in there. And there's Morgan getting her stroke for the next game, perhaps.
Yeah, she's currently 0 of 3, so that's going to make her 1 of 4.
Didn't need her today. That's good.
Yeah, she's been a key player for the U.S. team these last 2 games.
She's been consistent. And USA's going to want some consistency. There's Youngdahl with the rebound. Up to Hollerman. Holloman's going to take it in and get fouled. No continuation.
It will be inbound baseline for USA. Foul on number 15, Pigeon.
You can see her there banging the chair. It's going to be a foul. Holloman takes it in. All the ladies finding their stroke now with the pressure off.
And that's what they need. They need to build some confidence right now. Their loss to China, I think, got to them just a little bit, as you saw in the beginning of the game, having a little bit of difficulty finding their shots. Now you can definitely see the confidence building in these ladies, and that's exactly what they need.
As France tries to build towards their next game and hit some shots at the end of this game.
3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Can't do it, though. Lost the ball. Back to the Americans.
France bringing in one of their most senior players. I believe she is 40 years old. Delphine.
40 years young there. And getting some action as well.
She has some very valuable height and a great experience. She's been on the team for a number of years now.
Nice shot by, was that Wood again? Yep, it was. We're not too worried about her stroke. But the French are.
French needing to get a little bit of more movement here. They're getting some nice passes in, but not a lot of chair movement. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And there's Fabienne with the shot, just short.
Youngdahl with the rebound.
Just before the clock. Americans playing this one out. Trying to spread the ball, use the whole court, use the whole team. There's a pass to Riley inside. She can't handle it, and the veteran picks it up.
That was going to be a pass to Oberst.
Spin it around. Angelique with the long shot, but short again.
Oberst with the rebounds. Finding Hollerman under the basket. Hollerman heavily contested there, unable to get the shot to go in. Hollerman applying a little bit of pressure there on the ball. France able to get the ball over half court.
Nolet spinning.
10 seconds left on the shot clock.
For the open, but the Americans with the tough defense.
Shot there from the left elbow, just high off the backboard. It'll remain France's ball.
Angelique has the shot and makes this one. More her range right there, 10, 12 footer.
Finding Oberst under the basket, and it's good.
There's Riley's first points.
That's Emily Oberst.
No, that was 34 Oberst. They look similar with the headbands. So Emily Oberst with her first points. And Oberst with the steal over to Riley.
That's to Riley.
Riley up ahead to Hollerman, who's got the open lane. Another point there. Another bucket.
Great composure there by the USA
One
women.
last timeout.
1 minute, 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Score is 53-21 for USA. USA with 1 team foul, France with 2. No players in any foul trouble. USA currently shooting 44%, France only shooting 15%. That's been a bit of an issue for them this entire game. USA forcing them to take outside shots and just not falling in. France wanting to get a little bit more of an inside game going on, obviously with the speed of Mbula and as well as the height that France has. However, yeah, USA preventing that rather well with their zone defense that they've been playing. France currently 0 of 2 from the three-point line. USA 0 of 3, or 0 of 1, sorry. But USA 5 of 6 from 4 free throws, as well as France 3 of 7.
What are your best takeaways for the U.S. team here? You know, it's hard to gauge their improvement because they were playing France, and France missed so many shots. But a lot of that was due to the U.S. Defense. So would you say that's, you know, one of the...
I think this game is perfect for the USA women just because they need a confidence booster. They need something right now to get them on the court, let them run the fundamentals against someone other than their own teammates. Obviously, when you play against your own teammates during training camps and scrimmages and things like this, you know each other's playing styles a little bit more.
Yep.
This allows them to see new opponents. It lets them work on the fundamentals, fine-tune some things that they're going to need for the crossovers. Especially as we saw too, it's allowed the whole roster to be able to get in. They had all 11 players coming in off the court here.
Now they can focus on Argentina and going 3-2 in pool play if they can win that game and getting a pretty decent seed for the last finals games.
A little bit of a fast break opportunity there by France. USA not having a real safety. 2-on-1 opportunity. Riley Youngdale left there in a very difficult position. Hollerman under the basket, draws the foul. Going to be sent to the line for 2 free throws.
There you have that little tilt of the wheelchair with most players employ to get the best angle for the shot.
Hollerman's really great at finishing under the basket. That's something we've missed a little bit in this tournament so far. She likes to be a little bit of a slasher. She's not exactly a big player, but she's very quick. She has great first pushes, great speed, and great strength. So she's able to get those finishes off rather well.
Well, the USA women can go have a $10 McDonald's hamburger tonight to celebrate, or not.
Great look there by France, just not falling in.
McDonald's is not a sponsor of this tournament.
Hollerman trying to find Oberst, pass fakes herself and drives and finishes that layup. Really wanted to dump the ball down to Oberst. Oberst heavily contended. Hollerman left wide open. I think a little surprised there as you see the look on her face. At least she was able to maintain the ball and yeah, finish that herself.
And there's one last air ball by the French to wrap things up.
5 seconds left on the game clock. USA will run it down. No shot.
And that will do it for the U.S. versus France.
That will be the second win for USA in this tournament. They came up with a win in their first game against Algeria. This was supposed to be their first game on day 1 of the 2018 Wheelchair Basketball World Championships. It was postponed, now played today. USA will face off against Argentina in their last game of pool play before heading into crossovers. Right now it looks like they might be coming in at the 3 seed, which means they could be crossing over against, yeah, really honestly anybody, Canada, GB, or Australia. I think Netherlands will take away the 1 seed of that pool though.
Let's talk about that. That game's coming up. Talk a little bit about the Canada-Netherlands game coming up.
I think Canada definitely has the ability to upset the Netherlands. They have a couple of really great shooters, a lot of speed, and some big height players as well. They have a lot of young players as well, but they've been together for quite some time. They centralized, I think, a little bit over the summer. They had a lot of girls playing at the University of Alabama together as well. So they've been able to develop a lot of on- and off-court chemistry. They've also had a lot of pre-tournament games. So they've gone to a couple of different tournaments leading into the World Championships to give them a good look at many different teams that are here, as well as get a lot of court time together leading into Worlds. Netherlands is the European 2017 champions.
A lot of people are talking about Netherlands being the top team.
They are the powerhouse right now on the women's side. They are the team to beat. Currently, basically the top contender for gold here. They came in 3rd at the Rio 2016 Paralympics. They've been giving German women quite a hard time here recently. A little bit of a rivalry going on between those two. And yeah, currently the Netherlands is the team to beat, in my opinion.
So that's going to be a great game tonight, and Canada does have a shot at winning that one and redeem the men who unfortunately lost to Poland today.
Yeah, got knocked out in the do-or-die game.
And so the Canadian women trying to upset the Dutch tonight, and the other big game is the Netherlands men against the Turkish, and the Turks are going to be up for that game because they've lost the last 2 after winning their first very emotional game against Japan. Or, yeah, I believe that's how it went. And that's going to be a great game. Ben and I are going to call that one.
Yeah, Turkey losing to Japan as well as to Italy, who we saw fall to Argentina today. So on the men's side, it's been a little bit of a mix-up. You've had a lot of people, or a lot of teams upset other teams. A lot of teams come in unexpected, underrated, and really showing up in this tournament.
It's been a great tournament, and 2 more great games tonight. And I think that'll do it for us.
Yeah, that'll do it for us here at Venue 1. Next game will be the Canadian-Netherlands women's game at 6:30. And yeah, thank you for tuning in.
Okay.